session 3. That's what I put in the title of Witch Quest. Yeah, we haven't played in a couple of weeks, and we're all very, very anxious and excited to be back. And I'm just really excited. I want to be a little witchy girl. Anyway, yeah, we can go around, introduce who we are, who we're playing, all that good stuff. I'm Katie. I play Amma. We both use she, her pronouns, and she's 13 years old and a mess. What about you, Rachel?
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel. Today I am playing Roy. We both use she, her pronouns, and both Roy and I are little goblins of people who just scrounge around outside.
This is Rachel's most self-insert character. Believe it or not.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You can't argue it. Mariah, what about you?
So I'm Mariah. I am playing Poppy. We are also both she, hers. And I'm super excited for some wholesome content because the internet has been cursed today and I could really use it.
That's a big mood. What about you, Taylor?
I'm Taylor. I use he, him pronouns, and I am running this here show. I also play each of your cats, Gork,
Oh, Gork.
Southwell, and Grove.
Why was I the only one who agreed to just do the random letters to make a name? Both of you have normal names.
No, mine were also random letters.
Was
You
it?
just strung them together well.
Yeah, so for Gork, the random letters I drew were Gorc, and I said, Katie, these were the random letters I drew, and you're like, I love him.
I mean, I did at the beginning before I knew how he was, even though I asked for that specific personality. Anyway, let's play this game.
All right. Yep. Let's do that. I have to remember what we're doing. Okay. So this is Witch Quest. You are all in your little witch town doing your little witch things. And as has usually I start with you guys in the town kind of doing your own thing before Nana Moon summons you. We're going to do a little bit of backstory, I guess. Rachel, for Roy, what has Roy been up to in the most recent past?
Well, Roy is quite the troublemaker, so it's no surprise that she has gotten into trouble again. This time, it's a little bit more trouble than she probably should be getting into. And the long and the short of it is that she used magic to fight, which is very looked down upon against some other children, and that is the trouble that she has gotten into.
Okay. What has Mariah? What has Poppy been up to in the most recent past?
Like, how most recent do you mean? Like the last few days or? Yeah. Okay. I think Poppy has been kind of just staying home and taking it easy a little bit, maybe to match a little bit of how my out of character day has been a handful. I think she's feeling a little bit introverted and maybe a little bit sad and weepy. So she's been like, I'm not going to chase around those two 13-year-olds. I'm going to stay home and be a moody 16-year-old and just write in my diary and do my cross stitch and maybe read one of those romance novels my mom thinks I don't know about.
Okay. And Katie, what has Amma been up to?
I think Amma has been trying to put Gork on a diet, and it has not been going very well. But more like that's the overarching of the past few days. But more so, she is hanging around, trying to make sure that Roy doesn't get into any more trouble, and failing miserably. No one can control Roy. Not even Roy herself.
If Emma was trying to keep an eye on Roy, I'm assuming that it's during one of these diet stints that was when when Roy was able to get into the trouble that she did.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as usually happens in your own separate times, you each receive a little letter, this time via Sparrow, that drops it off, that just asks you to come join Nana Moon in her little cabin home so that she can tell you about things and make you work for her, because you're witches, and that's what you do.
With only cookies for payment.
I'm pretty sure you get actual payment for payment, too.
We haven't discussed that.
Okay. We haven't negotiated our contracts yet.
Okay, Nana Moon, we need to have a talk.
Child labor laws.
They don't exist here.
They should.
So we haven't seen Poppy for a couple of days, which I think Emma's a little bit overwhelmed by, because Poppy solves no problems, especially when it comes to Roy. So Emma is just nervously like waiting for Roy and just rereading this letter over and over again.
When Roy shows up, she is uncharacteristically tidy and looks quite mopey.
Emma just goes over to Roy. What did they do with you?
It's I'm just mad.
Do you take a bath when you're mad?
Let's just go to Nana Moon's, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry for snapping at you.
It's fine. I was just really worried that you weren't actually Roy for a minute.
I'm still Roy.
It's just, without the dirt and everywhere. Let's just go to Nana Moon's.
Let's just go to Nana Moon's.
I hope Poppy's there. You're gonna give her a shock too.
I hope I don't kill her.
Yeah, so I do think that Poppy is just already there when you guys get there. She also is looking a little uncharacteristic, I guess. She's got more slouchy, almost kind of harem pants on and a big sweater. She's not she's still cute, but not as cute as usual. Definitely a more loungy vibe. And she just looks less prim, I guess, than usual. Though she is still ahead of schedule, punctual.
The minute that Emma sees Poppy, she's just running over to her going, Poppy, where have you been?
I've just been at home, hanging out. I mean, yeah. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Diet plans with Gork, not working out. No one thought they would, but I had hope.
The new food makes me throw up.
Maybe don't eat it so fast. No.
It's a learning curve. If he would just chew a little bit more, maybe he wouldn't throw up so much. Look at Roy. She just points.
Don't look at me.
You're really clean.
I know, I hate it.
Why?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. You don't have to talk about it.
Okay, then I won't.
I mean, unless you do actually want to talk about
I
it.
get the
But
feeling you want to talk
okay.
about it. She leans over to Poppy. We'll get it out of her.
I bet Nana Moon will probably get it out of her. She's really good about doing that.
Especially
I
if
can
she
still
gives her
hear
a cookie.
you.
Oh,
I wasn't trying to be sneaky.
I
with
was.
that. Oh, sorry.
Let's just go inside.
Yeah.
With her head down, she just stomps inside of Nana Moon's cabin.
All right, so you go inside, and Nana Moon this time is organizing and seems to be hand rolling lengths and lengths of yarn, all sorts of different types of yarns that change color along their lengths, yarns that seem to shimmer and sparkle or have other sorts of strange and unusual qualities. Some yarn that looks like woven grass or threads of tinsel. And she looks up almost as if she wasn't expecting you, and absolutely remembers how she usually speaks.
Goblin.
Yeah. Oh, hello, children. You look strange, particularly different. Gork, did you lose weight?
I just
Yeah.
think it moved somewhere else, Nana Moon. It's still there.
Well, I thought something seemed different here with this group, and I thought it must have been Gork. Now, I'm glad you all came. Don't mind the yarn. In fact, try not to touch any of it. No, don't want to risk tying yourselves up.
Just out of character, Roy is very, 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 very much wanting to touch the yarn the minute that she said that.
Of course.
Let me know if you do.
Okay. I will.
No.
Well, after the rave reviews of the last couple of jobs that you've all taken, well, word is getting out, and I had another job for you three if you were interested in taking it.
What?
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's maybe not the most glamorous job that there is out there, but it's at another city. This one is called Afkick, and well, it's quite a lot of cleaning involved.
Yeah, Roy has touched a yarn.
God damn it. I knew it was coming.
What does the yarn that you touched look like?
I think it looks like water has been knitted
Okay.
into thread.
So it wraps around your finger, or wraps around Roy's finger real quickly, and the tension on the yarn pulls the half rolled up ball from the table onto the ground, and it splashes. And so you just have this thread of water that runs into a pool, just wet and sinking into the floor. And
That wasn't me. She puts her hand behind her back.
which pulls the puddle just several feet across the floor, just the quick movement of her hand, and it splashes. And Nana Moon just slowly works her way over, and she's like, "Oh, no worries," and gathers up the puddle and is holding it like some sort of like ooze or goop, like gack or whatever, those like squicky
Slime things.
slime things, and it's kind of like slipping through her hands, but she gathers it all up into a loose messy ball and rolls it up, and it looks back like a ball of yarn. She sets it on the table again, and she comes over and is like, "Oh, it seems through no fault of your own you've become tangled. May I see your hand, Roy?" And she carefully unties the little knot in a way that you can't really see clearly from your finger, and she pulls it away.
As she's doing that, Roy's gonna be like, I love cleaning, but
Roy, don't lie.
okay, I don't like cleaning, but I can't do any jobs because I have been grounded. And I mean that quite literally because I got my broom taken away.
Roy, what did you do? Like, out of the
I
ordinary. Like,
don't
if your
think I
moms
did
are
anything
this
wrong.
serious.
I don't think I did anything wrong. But I've been grounded, so I can't help out.
I mean, there's enough room for 2 people on one broom. It doesn't mean you have to fly yours. You can still come with us.
That does sound quite serious. Now, Roy, you say you didn't do anything wrong.
I might have done some things wrong.
Oh, and
But
what
I
were
was-
those things?
I was in the right.
So you did the wrong things for the right reason?
Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
But it's not like the broom isn't the problem. The problem is I'm grounded and I can't leave until I'm ungrounded.
When are you ungrounded?
Well, it depends.
Have you asked your moms to just simply change their minds?
Well, the thing is that the rule is when you get grounded, I have to do errands for everyone in the family until I'm like I have to help everyone out. And then once I'm done that, I might be ungrounded.
Well, maybe we could help you with your errands so you're ungrounded faster? Or is that cheating?
I don't think it's cheating.
I
If
mean,
my moms don't know.
yeah, what they don't know, it's not gonna hurt them.
Oh, well, no, I would certainly tell your mums that you're working together with your friends to help make things
Why
better.
are you ruining this?
Well, it's obviously the nicer thing to do if she's working together. I mean, if I wanted each of you to learn how to do everything all by yourselves, I wouldn't send you in groups. Heck, you wouldn't even have cats.
Well, I'm all
Now-
out of ideas.
If you're grounded and this job really does require 3 individuals, I understand there's something where you each have to press a button at the same time. They're a little vague. Well, actually, it's the opposite of vague. They're quite explicitly detailed in the minutiae. I only skimmed it, really. My old eyes don't read for too long at a time. This simply cannot be done until all your chores are completed. So if you would like to rest here for a moment before what will surely be a grueling day of hard work, feel free to do
Don't
so.
remind me. Oh.
Why did your moms make you like clean up? Because what's the
I'm not
point?
allowed to go frog hunting.
You're just
Not
gonna
allowed.
get dirty if
go-
you do all these chores. I feel like there's just no. They didn't think that through.
Yeah.
What are your chores?
I don't know yet. I have to do one for each of my sisters.
You have a lot of sisters.
Yeah, I have a lot of sisters.
So many sisters.
Yeah.
And Anna Moon, you can't just like you're like the
Hmm?
most popular. You can't just pull rank or something.
No, hardly. When it comes to the authority of Roy, I have no more sway than her mom.
I think Roy is just like, if not physically, it's just like emotionally, just like face planted on the floor. She's probably sitting down on the floor right now, just like wherever.
Nan
What
Moon
kind
even
of-
have any cookies out for us, Taylor?
Yeah, I was gonna ask what Roy's favorite cookie is, so I can
I need a
ask if Anna
cookie.
Moon made that.
Um, well, I see you're looking around for snacks. Unfortunately, I don't have any fresh baked goods, but I have these popsicles that I've been storing in the freezer here. They should be just set now. Would you care for some?
Not allowed to have treats when I'm grounded.
Oh
Are
no,
your popsicles made with healthy things?
absolutely.
It's
Now
not
you're
really-
always told to eat your greens, and these are green.
It's not a treat if it's healthy, Roy.
I think that's not true, but okay.
And she goes to an ice box and opens up the lid and pulls out a tray that has little like cartoon frog looking popsicles that they're green. They're like pudding pops.
I
Got
don't know
little
what that
googly
is.
eyes on them.
Don't know what that means.
You don't know what a pudding pop is?
No.
Oh my god.
It's like a creamier, more opaque popsicle. I guess all popsicles are opaque, but it's more like a
Like how fudgesicles are.
I mean, it's frozen pudding, basically. It's called a pudding pop for a reason.
Okay, sure. These exist.
So they're a little more like ice cream popsicles
Yeah.
than like ice, an icy popsicle, I guess.
Very creamy.
yeah.
In the absence of conflicting information, I am obligated to believe that what you're saying is true.
We actually arranged this ahead of time to just make this thing up, and then
Yeah. We're all coordinating on a big gaslight for you with pudding pops.
The pudding pop conspiracy.
Pudding pop conspiracy. Oh god. Emma's gonna take one and just because Emma thinks they might be made of vegetables. And she's gonna just slowly lick it. She doesn't trust it.
the dominant flavors line.
Okay, she's cool with it.
Yeah, there's some other things going on.
Like a kale.
There's some like undertones that you can't quite identify. You kind of get that lingering idea of like, is this healthy for me? But they're cold and tasty. And I forgot to say that I just drew for the day that it is today, and I got day 10, which is the wind.
Oh.
That motherfucker.
Oh, that's a low number for me, so that's good, right?
No, you want it to be
No.
high.
Oh, god damn it. Well, it's a very low number.
It's not your magical bad day, is it?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
It's
what
not
Not a
negative.
negative.
No.
Okay.
It's still low, though.
Yeah, mine's not super high today either.
Mine is the 23rd. If you ever draw that number, I quit.
my bad day's already been drawn, so
That's true.
already on.
Oh, that's right, and you survived.
Oh yeah, I did.
No one can keep Roy down. Not even chores.
For moms.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing that can keep Roy down is punishment.
Yeah, Emma is going to just like keep investigating this popsicle, not stopping eating it though.
Yeah.
And so should we go figure out what your sisters want done?
Yeah, I figured we go to June first because she's the youngest and it'll be the easiest, and then we'll work our way up to the hardest. Because
How many sisters do you have again, Roy?
I am one of 7 sisters.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of sisters. I
Yeah,
don't have any.
It's gonna be a long day.
I think Roy picks up Southwell and just buries her head in Southwell's face.
It's not clear exactly, but you're pretty sure that the motion that Southwell does is a gentle pat on Roy's head.
Aw.
There's a little bit of purr there. Probably not because this is comfortable or nice for Southwell, but it's a comforting thing. So Nana Moon says, well, yes, I won't keep you too much longer. As you said, you have quite a long, arduous, grueling day ahead.
Oh.
Nana,
But I
why?
did do a reading that I thought was going to be relevant to this mission that I sent you on, and I'm more than happy to continue to tell you it anyway, in case it's relevant to your chores. Your excruciating day of hard manual labor.
Yeah, why don't we hear the reading, I guess?
I mean, if we have to.
Well, if you don't want to, you can just leave your fates up to chance. That's fun too.
No, I like the readings. It's just let's hear it.
It just means that once they're over, you have to go. I am forced to assume.
Let's just keep procrastinating for a little bit longer.
So I did my normal 5-card spread here, and you can see this first card represents the past. We have the staff, but it was turned upside down. Its harmony and balance has been inverted, and so we are stuck in repetition, unable to adapt, to change, to become harmonious and balanced. It is a rut we're moving forward from, but this upside down stick stuck in the ground is still very much a part of our story. And now, before us in the present, is the king, a peaceful ruler, a unifying leader. He is literally a figure from a very different past, said to have unified the entire world. Now, I'm not too sure about that, but it's worth noting, especially since the staff is said to represent the magicians they say live across the ocean, separate from our king's unified world. Well, that's all nice, but let's not focus on the stories of these men who aren't even around. The king is important because it's both leadership and the group being led, family from the top down and from within. We have here the key to the situation, the sky. But do we know what our situation is yet? The sky is many things. It is wide and open. It is at once serene and thrilling. The canvas we paint with our brooms, the window through which we view the stars. It is no wonder we witches have such an affinity for this card. What can we learn from the sky in its openness, its vastness, stillness, and infinite beauty and wonder? One could forever gaze upwards and find everything, or nothing at all. At last we see what looms on the horizon, the storm. The future holds for us some sudden incident, trouble, chaos, misfortune. Why, we're no strangers, though, to trouble and chaos. The storm is powerful, sure, but no one thing is all good or all bad. What lies in the storm? And will its rain and gales lay us low or fill our sails? Trouble is brewing in our sky, but a stormy sky is still our same beautiful sky nonetheless. And yes, I see how these portents weave together, one flowing into the next. It is no surprise that our final card, then, that which watches over all the rest, is the river. It is the forward flow of time. Our memories churn and gurgle along with new, unknowable experiences. The river reunites us with the primordial source and guides us ever onward, changing and adapting, carving our way through the world. Well, at least that's what I got from the cards.
I guess we have to go now.
I really love the sound of the chaos and the trouble and the storms.
Oh, me too. I thought that was fun.
That's gonna make today great. Emma's just once more head down, walking out. Come on, Gork.
He looks up from licking a popsicle that you're not entirely sure how he got his little paws on.
Who? No one ever knows. It's a mystery.
He's very devious and resourceful.
But yeah, those are some words. Yeah, Emma's going outside, just waiting. And I think she's, if you come outside, you see her staring up at the sky with her eyes narrowed, like looking for clouds. She's taking it very literally.
Yeah, Poppy will come outside. She's like, "Goodbye, Nana. See you later."
Hi, Poppy.
Roy comes
I
up
like the
last.
sweater.
Once they're outside, Poppy kind of takes in that Alma's looking at the sky and is like, I think I really don't have a head for divination, because most of the time when Nana Moon tells us her readings, I kind of like my brain takes a nap. I'm really bad at absorbing them.
Well, to be fair, each witch divines different things and meanings from the cards. So even if Nana Moon says, that's the message that she got, if you were to do it yourself, even if you don't have a mind for it, you would probably get something different. But to be fair,
Maybe.
She's pretty good at it, and I'm inclined to believe her. And we should probably be careful today.
Okay.
Mhm.
Careful.
Let's get going.
So where should we go to find your littlest sister?
June's probably at the house. That's where she was this morning.
How old is she again?
She's 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
How hard can a 7-year-old's tasks be, right?
You would be surprised.
Well, you said she would be the easiest.
Just because she's the easiest doesn't mean it's not going to be hard.
Those two words mean the opposite of each other.
I'm just saying everyone else is going to be harder. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Well,
No, it's okay. I mean, I don't know. This honestly helping you out with this seems a lot easier than going and doing whatever really specific directions that town wants us to do.
Well, we still might have to do that later, so don't get your hopes up.
and they just wanted us to press 3 buttons.
Among other things, who knows? Maybe they want us to I don't know. Let's go see what your sister wants.
Yeah, you're right, Poppy.
Moping Roy, takes the lead and she's walking. She doesn't have her broom.
It was also moping.
Just a bunch of sad sacks.
All right. So you variously mope towards Roy's home. And you see a little 7-year-old child running around in the backyard. She seems to have fashioned some sort of crate-based armor for her body and is waving a stick around. And she has affixed to that crate-based armor 2 branches that kind of look like wings. She's shouting and jousting and running around. She falls over at least twice before you approach her.
I think the second time it's Roy running over to help her get back up on her feet.
Thank you, Roy. This armor is really heavy, but it'll keep me safe.
Safe from what?
We're fighting an army today.
Oh, what army?
With the big scary fish that eat the frogs. They got the big mouth. The fish army. They're
The fish
coming,
army.
so we got with our wings to beat the fish.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Do you want our help to beat the fish army?
Oh, right. Mama said I get a chore for you.
Yep.
Nope, that one's too easy. I can beat him, no problem.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
I want you to help me with another thing. So I was looking at birds, and I want to, and thrust your finger upwards in a very determined point, ride them. And you see high up, there's like some birds flying around.
All right.
I was looking at some picture books, some of Moff's picture books, and I built a sedge weapon to help get us there. It was hard, but I think I made a tribuchit. Tribuchit.
A
Trebuchet.
trebuchet.
Yeah, I think we can use that to get to the birds.
Okay, well, can I see it first? But here's the thing, June. I'm very excited that you made a trebuchet. That's very cool.
But it ends with a T.
Well,
It's
some words you
silent.
don't say the letters in.
It's very confusing.
I don't like
sucks.
those words.
Neither
It's
do
like they're
I.
hiding something.
Yeah.
They're very, very shady. Don't trust them.
Lots of secrets.
Hi, Roy's friends. I'm June.
Hi,
Oh.
June.
This is Emma. And I pointed to Emma. This is Poppy. I pointed
I
Poppy.
like your cat. He's big.
Do you want
Can
him?
I touch his tummy?
You can have him.
Can I, Roy? Then I'll be like a witch.
You can't be a witch yet. You have to be 13. Those are the rules. I'm
That's
sorry.
so old.
It's almost twice as old as you are.
Do you know how old Poppy is? She's 16.
Are you an adult? Are you, how? Are you still a witch? Don't you get married?
I'm not that old. I'm just a teenager. I don't know.
Huh.
Jude, you're being a little bit rude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're very pretty.
Thank you.
I mean, you don't look old like old people look old.
Can you imagine how old Nana Moon is? She's like,
400
Probably-
years old.
yeah.
So old.
Very old. What was I saying? I was saying I want to
My-
see the trebuchet, but my friends here have brooms. Then they can fly up to grab the birds.
Oh,
I might be able to just call the birds down. I can kind of do that, I think. Here, I'll go see if I can call some birds down.
But
okay, but I also want to shoot myself in a trebuchet.
So point.
you
How
can do
big
that
is-
too.
How big is
Okay.
your trebuchet? Is it little or is it like you size?
So she, in response to that, grabs you by the hand and pulls you across the yard to where the little shed is out back. And she opens the door to the shed and she pulls out a little red wagon. And in the red wagon, there is like a bucket and the shovel and some like string tied together. And there's like bungee cords, and it's surprisingly well constructed, but it does not look like it's going to function.
You know, this is a really good looking trebuchet. Have you tested it though with something other than yourself? Like a big rock, maybe?
Our cat.
Oh, I didn't even
Emma
think about
holds a
that.
fork. I mean, you probably both weigh the same, to be honest. We can try.
Whatever. I always land on my feet.
All right, then Gork, you're going in the trebuchet.
Gorg, this is actually very nice and brave of you. I'm proud.
He loafs on the head of the shovel.
Not gonna
All right,
lift him.
June, let him go.
He's like, okay. And she kind of like moves some things around and spins it a little bit and pulls a length of string. And as she does, the shovel just kind of pops and flings off. And Gork goes flying in the complete opposite direction than you would expect. Maybe about a good 20 or so feet. He clearly wasn't expecting that he would actually be launched. So you see him flail far more than you've really ever seen him move. He wriggles, but sure enough, he lands on his feet. He looks double the size because he is so poofy. His tail is all flayed. And as he went through the air, he howled this mournful yowl of. And then when he lands, he huffs, and then just like loafs and starts cleaning his paw like nothing happened.
Are you okay, Gork?
No. Yeah, I'm fine. No. It's what I signed up for, I guess.
Emma's going to just hustle over to Gork and very nicely just lean down and pat his head. You did good.
Thank you. I thought so too.
Roy puts her hands on her hips and she looks at the trebuchet. She says, I believe some improvements can be made.
Okay.
Do you still have Moff's books?
Yes.
Okay.
And she goes back into the shed and pulls out a stack of clearly Dartmouth's textbooks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to look through to find the trebuchet.
It is... The book just falls open to that page. It is dog-eared and bookmarked.
Okay. Wonderful. And I'm going to look around the shed, and with any 13-year-old stubbornness and determination, Roy is going to try and start to build her own trebuchet.
Okay.
Poppy, you can Poppy, you can try to talk to birds.
Okay, I'll see if I can get some birds. So I guess for that, I was thinking that I would do the skybird talking magic bit thing that I got my dots in. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes. Roll
Okay.
that. And then, Rachel, do you want to roll something that is related to building a trebuchet?
I think manual labor feels good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So remind me, so I've got, do I roll it 3 times or do I roll it 7 times because of my stats in that?
You roll it a number of times equal to just the skill that you're rolling.
Okay, so I only get 3. Wonderful.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna
You
work.
roll, 2 dice 3 times.
Oh no, I got 2 6s.
Nice.
A success. I'm gonna roll the other 2 as well.
And then
Thank
Katie's Emma just comforting Gork.
No, I got 1 success.
Yeah, I think she's comforting Gork for a moment, and she's going to slowly, like, make her way over to Roy. If Roy's like, hey, hand me this, Emma can hand her something. But this is so out of Emma's wheelhouse. You know, with my points in wonderful smile and courtesy, can't help here.
Yeah, I'm like, can you hand me like that bevel?
She's like,
And you're like, what?
what is that? She doesn't know.
Yeah.
So she's helping, but she's not actually doing anything herself because,
yeah,
no.
So I did my rolls, but I did not get any successes. Would that be a thing that I could have Poppy ask Grove for help for, even though I've already rolled? Okay.
Oh
So
yeah, you can ask after your roll too.
Okay. How many cat points do I got?
Up to 3.
Up to 3.
Oh,
Or, well, I guess for the session is what I meant, but
maybe I
I know.
don't use a ton. 20.
20. Okay. So Poppy is out there like trying to call up to the birds and like just kind of ends up getting frustrated with herself and like looks over on her shoulder where I think Grove is just kind of always draped. It's like,
Mhm.
hey, Grove, I still am just not feeling good. Can you help? I really want to be able to do this to help Roy.
Yeah, I can help. Am I allowed to eat any of the birds?
Well, not in front of June, okay?
Okay. I can hunt later.
Okay. All right, so I'll do 3 cat points for that. Oh,
I
nice.
think
I got
you
1.
need to warble. They look like songbirds from here.
Okay, so I got 1 success. So
Okay.
Poppy does a little bit more of a warbly call, like has her hands out, like, come here, birdies.
And they are really high up. You might even have to get like on your broom a little bit to fly closer to them. But yeah, a small flock of them kind of are enticed by you and start flying around and following you. And sure enough, they are singing, but they are singing kind of in a strange way. They almost sound like voices, and they're singing. They're like fa la 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 la, sort of like noise.
Are any of them yodeling?
No,
Damn it.
no. This is the fa la 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 episode, not the yodel episode.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So they start to follow you down.
Okay, yeah. And Poppy will kind of like lead him back over to by where people are making trebuchets, assuming they don't get scared and fly off.
No, they kind of keep a bit of a safe distance and are flying above everyone. But yeah, so June kind of goes from helping Roy build and kind of working on her. So Rachel, is Roy building a separate trebuchet or is she improving the existing one?
I think she's building a separate trebuchet using parts from the original.
Okay. So yeah, June's probably helping and running around and excited and about stuff. And so she sees like, oh, the birds, you got them.
Yeah.
Okay, up. I want to go fly. I want to fly with them. Will they carry me?
Are they big enough to get on?
They're probably goose-sized.
Maybe we need
Or,
to
okay,
June a little bit.
or make the birds bigger. I was gonna say, like, are we talking like Canada goose? Or are we talking like regular garden variety goose? Because those are 2 different things.
That's very true.
Canada geese are massive and terrifying.
I don't think a Canadian goose could carry a 7-year-old, though, could it? They're not that big.
They're really large.
I can see fear in Rachel's eyes of the experiences she's had with these Canadian geese.
As a Canadian who has had close encounters with Canadian geese,
Okay.
I can guarantee, like, maybe not a large 7-year-old, but a small 7-year-old could definitely sell one.
Yeah, we live by the Canadian border, and they cross all the time in the spring. But like, I've never gotten super close to one.
Yeah, they
I mean,
live on
that's
campus
the
and
safe
I hate
option.
My Canadian goose story is when we were house sitting for my mom, and the Canadian geese showed up to her house very, very early and were doing their honks all around the house. My tired, half sleeping brain thought that they sounded like maniacal circus clowns. And so I was having these like
tracks.
lucid fever dream of the house being besieged by clowns just honking at us constantly.
I really can't wait to include that in Call of Cthulhu.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. No.
Maniacal clown.
Hate clowns.
Uh, Yeah, so knowing the mechanics of birds and how they fly, which Poppy, I'll give this one to you for free because you have some of those like I know about bird skills, right?
Hmm.
Even if it does kind of look like this mount looks like the appropriate size class for this child, you know that how birds fly, it would not be able to fly with that much extra weight.
Okay.
So we
Yeah,
could make her weigh us.
Or make the birds bigger.
Make the birds bigger.
Or just stronger, I guess. Just enhance their muscles.
I can just feed them what Gork eats all the time, but he got big really quick.
Oh, I think that'd make them just heavier.
Yeah, not in a good way.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's fair.
I guess, do one of you guys want to try that? Making June weightless, maybe? Maybe that would be better than a really strong bird.
Yeah.
We can't make her fully weightless, or she'll just float off.
Right. I guess
But
just...
mostly weightless.
Yeah.
How does that sound to you, June?
Yes, if it means I can fly a bird, I'll do it.
Okay. Loving this energy. I'm going to try to do the magic. She's
Okay.
my sister. This
Yeah.
is my job.
Good luck.
Good. Yes. Okay. Tell me the target's beliefs, difficulty as well. My current magic power is 5.
So not only is June the seventh daughter of a magical family, she is also super into magic. So her belief in magic is 12.
Okay. So 12, and what would the difficulty of the spell be?
You're just trying to make her way less.
Weigh a lot less.
A lot less. Okay.
I'm talking grams here, baby.
This is a pound stream, thank you.
Sorry,
Take your grams
ounces.
and leave.
Thinking ounces, baby. How's that?
Yes, because I'm sure any given American has a clear idea of how much various ounces weigh in a practical sense.
Yeah, I have no idea. Don't even know
I
how much.
don't even know how
gram-
the American measuring system works. So
An ounce is 1/16 of a pound.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Boom, 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 boom. I feel like there was something kind of like this. So I'm gonna say difficulty 8.
So, okay. So it's 5 plus 8 is 13 plus 12 is going to be 25.
you can do that.
4 times 1.
Nice.
Boom.
So that's 4.
Okay.
I roll way under.
So what does Roy's magic look like?
Roy's magic looks wonky because she's not the best at it. Her magic, it kind of looks, I think, multicolored and a little like psychedelic kind of way. It comes out of her in all these like squiggles and lines. She puts her hands on June's shoulders, and there's like the color kind of like moves down her, like in this kind of like funky array, and then it like vanishes. And then she picks June up.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
There can be only
in that
one.
moment, you feel June just go utterly weightless in your hands, and when you pick her up, you're worried that, like, even though you know the magic worked, you have this thing where you see her and her size, but she weighs like the weight of a ball, the weight of, like a book, something small, and you almost just launch her up with the and she is like laugh screeching as you twirl her around.
I'm gonna put her on one of the birds.
Should we like make a set of like give her some yarn or a string of a set of reins so she can at least control the bird maybe?
Can't just Poppy talk to it?
Maybe.
Can I just talk to it?
Yeah, you've already initiated
Okay.
the line of communication.
Okay, so I guess I try to call one of them down specifically and be like, hey, I just want you to like let this human child cling to you and do like a few loops around the yard and then come back down. Please.
Okay, I was wondering if I'm
Yeah.
going to do this in rhyme or not. I probably
Okay.
won't. But only if she sings with us. We are songbirds, after all.
I think she could probably sing with you.
I'll
So,
sing.
yeah, you could just sing "Fella" with the songbirds.
So June is actively wriggling in Roy's grasp. Go to put her on the bird. And the bird takes off. And they sing and they are happy having a good time. They go a bit higher than you would anticipate them than like was necessarily part of the agreement. But like the whole flock is there and they've kind of formed a bit of a barrier. And so yeah, there's a moment there where you're all just kind of looking up, watching this kid laugh and sing and shout as loud as she possibly can. She is exhilarated. She is completely jubilant.
Well, that's one chore down, right?
We still have to get her down.
I didn't think that would be a problem.
I figured the birds will bring her back.
I hope so. Because if a bird steals Roy's sister, then she's gonna be in a lot more trouble than being
Yeah, we're
grounded.
in a lot worse trouble. I don't want my sister to be kidnapped.
Not by birds.
Not by birds.
So as you see them do the fanciful swoops and stuff around, you notice the bird that June is riding start slowing down and sagging a little bit, and just kind of like flapping swings harder, and a couple of other birds like fly in to help it a little bit, and they lower June down to the ground, and June like sits in the grass with obvious weight.
Okay, cool.
And she's like, "Thank you, birds," and she like hugs one of them, like the kid who hugs the chicken. We've all seen that GIF.
Yes.
And the birds go flying off, and she runs over and she jumps and she leaps into your arms. And she's like, "Thank you, Roy."
I hug her back, obviously. I swing her around, even though it's much more difficult now. Does that
You
mean
can still help me fight the army if you want later, but I guess that's my chore.
okay?
I think that's really cool that you can do that. I thought I was gonna have to launch myself into the sky, and magic is so cool. I think that's so great that you can do magic.
Yeah.
I want to do magic like you, Roy.
Well, I'm not the best at magic, but thank you. I thank you.
Okay. And then she runs off, and like grabs her helmet and sword again,
I'm
and
gonna
starts fighting.
push the trebuchet back into the shed and lock the shed.
That moment of Roy's realization, like, oh, I did make it better.
Yeah.
I'm good. That's for later Private Roy time.
Yeah.
Well, who next?
Happy Torrance. I don't. June Bug.
Yeah. Yeah,
Where- Did you see Torrance?
yeah, she's on the field practicing her games.
All right. Let's go.
What kind of games does she practice?
She likes sports.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
That's not very nice.
I
He's
mean-
very good at it.
I'm not saying she's not good at it. It's just sports are sort of ew.
I think they're fun. Let's go.
So you arrive at the like playing field where she does her practice, and you see Torrance out there. It's later than her practice time usually runs to, and she is the only one out in her area of the field. She is holding what looks like a hockey stick, has some pads on her knees and shins, has a massive clump of dirt fastened to her chest and various other parts of her body, where she's clearly met the ground with significant impact.
Emma looks over at Poppy. Now that's what Roy is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
She's got one of those shonen protagonist nose bandage.
It's Roy.
Yeah. Torrance and Roy get along really well.
There are a handful of other, like, there is a soccer-sized ball, or a football-sized ball. There's, can you not? I got real life Gork over here knocking everything off the table. Okay. Yeah, she is running around and like throws up the ball and like swings the hockey stick down and like smacks it, and then like runs and throws, like picks up another ball that's on the ground and puts it into what just looks like a regular wicker basket that's on the ground, and then she does like a dive roll and runs a lap. And yeah, that's the situation that you approach.
Calvin ball, I see.
And so yeah, she sees you coming, and she, hey.
Hi. It's chore time.
Oh, it's chore time. Great. So I'm training for all my different. I've got like 3 different matches coming up, and I gotta like practice super hard. So,
Mhm.
oh, you brought friends. Great. So we can practice all 3 at once.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, me against you. Let's do this. Throw whatever you got at me.
Do you have another hockey stick around? Or what?
Those should work. And she points at the brooms.
Okay.
At least Poppy, and you can use this. And she hands you a baseball bat.
Okay.
So what are we throwing at you exactly?
You have to try to score points. And if I can score more points than you guys can score, then I win, and obviously I can beat the whole bad team. And I'm, yeah.
That's how
Okay.
sports work.
Are there
Mhm.
goals? Like, are there
Yeah.
goals set up that we can see?
So you see a couple of random objects strewn across the field area, including that wicker basket. There are the permanent fixtures of the field, which look like soccer goals. There's like half set up volleyball net. Yeah, so for the purpose of this 3v1 sports game that you're going to play, if you want to try to score a point, just try to score a point. Tell me what you do. If you reach for a piece of sports equipment, it's probably strewn somewhere on the field. So you guys get to kind of invent the rules of this amalgam game that Torrance is playing.
Okay.
I'm not really a sports person.
You can make up whatever rules you want.
It doesn't seem like a real sport, Roy.
It's not, but it's part of the chore. So we're gonna do it, okay?
Okay.
Wait, I can. Fine, then I'll just do. If there's no rules, then nothing's cheating, then, right?
That's the spirit. And she pulls the helmet face guard down over her face.
So somehow, Emma wants to take advantage of her broom and go really fast to somehow make a goal. I don't know. Like fly, maybe fly around Torrance really, really quickly to make her dizzy.
Okay. What are you trying to accomplish that Emma understands as scoring a point?
You're the wrong person.
Like walking up, you saw her put a ball in a basket.
Yeah, I think she's going to
There's
confuse
a couple
her.
like croquet-looking wickets set up around.
There's so many options for points here.
Yes.
She's going to try to make Torrance dizzy enough that she'll fall over so she can put a ball in the basket, I guess.
Okay. Do you want to roll broom?
Yeah, and I actually have flying fast, so.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and I roll as
Yeah,
many
okay,
times as I have
okay.
the skill, correct?
You roll 2 dice as many times as you have the skill.
I got a 6/6 on the first one, so good.
Nice. So while you're rolling, Mariah, what is Poppy doing to try to score a point?
I think Poppy's just gonna start hitting any balls on the ground that are near her with her broom at whatever goal kind of seems to make sense.
Okay. It seems a little lackluster, so I'm going to go ahead and say roll your just basic broom stat.
That sounds fine.
Okay. And then, Roy, what are you doing? Or Rachel, what is Roy doing to score a point against Torrance?
Roy is. Oh, what's a good thing? I think she's taking a more traditional route, and she's gonna do. It's gonna be a bastardization of hockey because you gave me the opportunity for hockey. That's what my soul longs for. So she's gonna use like a soccer ball and the baseball bat to play hockey and run past Torrance and put it into the soccer net behind her, hitting it. That's what she's trying to do.
Okay.
I have a running stat, so that's what I'm going for.
Yeah. So go ahead and do the running stat. And so, Katie, what all did you get?
Just 1 success.
Okay. So you start speeding around, and she seems remarkably good at like not getting dizzy. Like she's kind of like brace herself, and she's like watching your motion a little bit, like more of like, okay, she's kind of good at this. So you pick up the speed, kind of wiggle and strafe a little bit, and when you fire off to land a basket, she reacts pretty quickly and dives for it, but you're just too fast, and you manage to get the ball in the basket, and Torrance calls like, no, and she grabs the ball and does a duck and roll, grabs the ball back out of the basket and does a duck and roll with it. Mariah, what did you get?
I got a pair of ones.
Okay. So once she regains her footing, she sees that Poppy is sweeping balls into croquet wickets, and manages to just shot put the soccer ball that was dunked in the basket to intercept one of them, and then like runs over and kicks a like oblong football shape over to knock over one of the wickets that the other one was going through, but like one more ball that you swept goes through a final wicket, and she's like, darn. and then Roy goes running past her. Are you doing kind of like a strafe thing, hitting the ball with your
Yeah, I'm
baseball
deking her
bat?
out,
Okay.
but I got 0 successes. So
Oh, okay. And so obviously, like, breathing hard and kind of with this look of chaos in her eyes, Torrance goes for the body tackle.
Oh,
And just kind of like takes Roy down to the ground, and they both kind of like tumble and fall. It doesn't hurt or do damage or anything like that. But they both kind of like tumble, and from the ground, Torrance just kind of bats the ball that you were hockeying along, just kind of out of the way. She's like,
Yeah.
And so she lays there on her back, and she's like, this is hard, but I'm getting so good. I can feel
Yeah.
myself.
you are. That was a really good check.
Thanks for. I know you have to do this, but thanks for doing it. Joy doesn't practice with me anymore. She's too busy all the time.
Well, if you ever need me to practice, I always like practicing with you. Yeah, could you please get off me?
Oh, okay.
It's hard
She
to
kind
breathe.
of pats you on your face.
Thank you.
And gets up. Do you think Torrance, even though she's younger, would be taller, or is she
I'm taller than her, but by like 3 inches.
okay? Hey boy, I know you just want to step on my laptop. I'd really like it if you didn't. Star. There he be.
look at that good boy.
Yeah.
So she's laying there and she's like, if my chore for you is to get better at the sports, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to win all these tournaments tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. I got one tomorrow, and another 2 days later, and then a third next week. Do you think I can do this? I couldn't stop all the points.
I'm gonna like ruffle her hair and say, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Also, didn't you have fun? I actually had a little fun. And
Yeah.
I don't know much about sports because I don't like them, but I have always been told that as long as you have fun, then that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you also playing on a team? You don't have to do everything if you got teammates to also help you out on the field.
Hmm.
That's why we help your sister. We're sort of her teammates, right? Does that work?
But Roy, you hate losing.
Yeah. But it's not, what's worse is not having fun.
How much did that hurt to say, Roy? Did it hurt a lot?
It hurt.
I don't know, but winning is fun, isn't it?
Yes.
But as long as you're helping your friends and your teammates, at the end of the day, you're still gonna have fun moments with them, win or lose.
Okay. And And if I'm helping my friends, it doesn't matter how, right? Like Roy, you beat up kids when they're like when you need to, right? That's okay, right? Like if it's for your team, it's okay to like.
Emma's very curiously looking at Roy, like, what are you gonna say to this?
Well, winning is fun and good, but you should also be sportsmanly. Like, it's not good sportsmanship to be beating up people.
Well, no,
Yeah,
but in sports, you just shoulder check or like kick them in the leg.
Cross check. Yeah, well, if you're playing hockey, then that is allowed, but only at certain times. But it's not allowed in soccer, and it's not allowed in basketball, it's not allowed in volleyball. So my general advice would be to say, don't do that. And also, when I was beating up kids, I did get in trouble, and that's why I have to help you out. So unless you want to do chores for everyone, and my chore isn't going to be this fun,
Don't.
then you probably shouldn't.
All right. So you can only play rough when it's allowed.
Yes.
All right. My chore. You have to help me practice until my last game. But since it's going on, I'm gonna say you help me for today.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay. And bring a helmet next time so we can actually go all out. I don't want to have to keep going easy on you like this.
Uh-huh.
And she does like a punch in the shoulder.
I think we've got like a little sibling like handshake that we do.
Yeah. Is it punching each other in the shoulder?
It is. And then like slapping our hands together and pulling back.
Yeah. Nice. I'm gonna. Oh, I have to clean this up. So yeah, she runs off to gather her equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to take a break at this time?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like a good place.
Yeah, we will be right back, friends, in about 5 to 10 minutes, and we will continue some more questing and chores. So, be right back.
Yeah. Fun chore.
we're back from our break, from getting our sticky snackies and everything. And Taylor, back to you.
Back to me. All right, so you have so far helped your littlest sister June fly with some birds, and you've helped your next littlest sister Torrance play all of the sports. Which brings you to Dartmouth.
Yep. So, Roy assumes she'll either be at the library or at home. So she's probably going to go to the library first. And
Okay.
as we're walking there, I think Roy's going to stop. She's going to say, okay, so the reason why I got in trouble, Dartmouth is really quiet, and she's not very popular at school, and so she gets picked on a lot. And she was getting picked on, and I don't like it when that happens. So I used magic to hurt her bullies. That's why I got in trouble.
I guess that makes sense.
What kind of magic?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just not anything like super dangerous. Just I was using it to help me be a bit stronger and a bit faster so I could fight better. And my mom say that I should be using my words to solve problems and not fight. But when people pick on Dartmouth, I get really angry, and it's hard. So,
well, next time, if it happens again, you should just come get me your puppy, and we can do the magic part and like hide behind a bush somewhere, and then you'll get all the benefits of it, and technically you won't be breaking any rules.
well, I'm still breaking rules by fighting them.
But I mean, they sort of deserve it.
Yeah.
It's not right to bully people, but it's also, I don't think, because they're not witches, right? They're just regular kids. Yeah, so it's also not right of us to use our magic to hurt them like that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could you not just fight them regularly? Look,
No,
I'm all here for the fighting aspect of it.
You can't always fight everyone. It is an important and valuable skill to learn how to use your words to solve problems.
Yeah.
But I also understand that that's hard some of the time. Right?
It's hard a lot of the time. I'm not very good with words.
Yeah. Well, that's why we practice, to get better at things we're bad at.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it sucks.
I thought you should know just before you talk to her. So,
You know, I'm really good at, what's the best way to put this? Not telling the whole truth. I can teach you how to do that.
I don't think that's a good idea. Just because it might get me in more trouble down the line.
I mean, it's never gotten in me trouble yet.
You don't have 6 sisters.
Yeah, but I lie about a lot of stuff.
What are you, like what?
We'll talk about it later. Let's go see your sister.
Okay. gonna hold you to that, you know.
I will totally tell you. She walks up toward the library.
So when you arrive at the library, you walk in through the door. The librarian looks up, looks down, and does a double take, and has a flash of anxiety across her face.
Last time we were here
Right.
wasn't good.
Yeah. And she doesn't do anything about it yet, but like she keeps her eye on you all. And you don't see Dartmouth immediately, but then you remember when she is in the library, sometimes she'll wander off into the corner with all the books or something. And sure enough, in one of the in the back end of the reference section, surrounded by a pile of books, is Dartmouth. But she is not reading, she is doodling.
I'm like waving and she's not looking at me. And then I'm like, oh, of course. And I like do the library whisper where I'm like, Dartmouth. Hi.
What are you doing here?
It's
Is it dinner time already?
No. I've got to do. It's chore time.
Wow, you already finished Torrance's?
Yeah,
Didn't
well-
you want to fly? You didn't throw her in the trebuchet, did you?
No,
Did you
we
find my
did.
history books?
I found them. They're in the shed. With the new trebuchet I built.
Well,
But
at
we
least she's trying to learn.
Hmm?
June, at least she's trying to learn. I don't think she can read the books yet, but
Oh no, she definitely could.
okay.
I mean, the trebuchet might not have went the correct way, but it did. The thing that we shot went very far.
As far as siege weaponry goes, she could have picked a far worse one. Imagine getting a ballista bolt shot through the house.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a
so-
really big bow and arrow on wheels.
Okay. Well, that would be. I mean, that it'd be.
Siege
it'd break
weapons
a
are
lot
pretty
of
much
things.
just like bigger versions of regular weapons on wheels.
Okay. Cool. What is our chore? I mean, my chore. They're helping me out.
Is that loud?
It's not allowed.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission. That's what my mom's always told me. Hi,
Your
I'm
mom
Emma.
All right, I won't tattle. I'm Dartmouth. Roy, I'm not sure yet. I've been thinking about it and like I think I want you. I know you got in trouble for it, but I think I want you to teach me how to fight.
Okay. I mean, I can do that.
I know you're just not always gonna be there, and I can't always, hide behind you.
I mean, I can teach you how to punch people. That's not that hard. But we can't do it in the library. I think we might get in trouble.
I'm surprised they let you back in.
Yeah, I am too, actually.
It wasn't that bad.
I think
the
you're the only
librarian-
reason they let me come in. Remember that one time I accidentally, knocked down half of the stacks? That was fun.
Yeah. You know who else remembers?
Librarian.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. We should get out of here before
Yeah.
I do something stupid.
Let me just put these away real quick. And she definitely returns all of the books to their appropriate spots on the shelves. So Roy, this works for you when people pick on you, right?
Well, people don't really pick on me.
Oh. Why?
I think it's because they're afraid of me.
If people
Historically,
are
when
afraid of
rulers,
you, then they won't really say anything to you, and you don't have to worry about it.
well, historically, when rulers lead with fear, their people just rise up in a coup, like all at once.
What's a coup? Remind me.
It's like when, you know that play we had to see last summer, and it was like Et tu, Brutus, and they all ganged up on Caesar.
Yeah, and he stabbed him so many times. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a coup. Because they're.
Are you saying that Roy's gonna get stabbed?
They're gonna kill me?
No. But like, I don't know. I just worry that if everybody's afraid, what happens when there's somebody who's no longer afraid? Yeah. I don't.
I haven't thought about that. Now I'm really worried.
That's why
Okay.
that's why she has friends who won't stab her.
Oh no, don't die.
Why did you just die?
No.
All right. I think we're gonna go into like, I guess there's probably like a green space out behind the library where it's like kind of quiet.
Will fighting get me friends?
I think what gets you friends is finding people who like the same things that you do, and then you talk about them.
Yeah.
But sometimes people who like the same things that you do are crazy, so that's not always the best thing to
Are you
do.
saying like crazy things?
Hmm?
Are you saying I like crazy things?
No, I'm saying like, okay, so remember that kid, Greg, who was in class who liked frogs, and so I was like, I like frogs, so we should talk and hang out together. But it turned out he didn't like frogs; he liked dissecting frogs. That's what I'm talking about.
So he's into science, you say?
I don't think
Maybe.
I don't think you're gonna win this one, Roy.
I mean, he does get pretty good grades. Maybe I have something in common with Greg. Maybe
you
I'm.
have something. in common.
Maybe I'm a weird kid. Right? What if I'm the kid that when other people realize I have similar interests, they don't want to hang out with me because they think I'm crazy?
I mean, crazy isn't always a bad thing, as long as other people are crazy in the same way that you are. Right?
It's a very
Glad you're crazy in the same way.
It's a very subjective word to I mean, what other people consider crazy may not be what, your friend Greg, who likes to dissect frogs, considers crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it really like dehumanizes people with mental health problems.
I think that, maybe instead of learning to fight, we could find your sister some friends.
Well, teaching her how to fight is going to be a lot easier because making friends is hard. And
You know these chores aren't supposed to be easy.
You sort of told us none of this is going to be easy, Roy.
you know what both of our moms say. They tell us that we have to make these hard.
No. Doesn't mean I like it.
Also though, maybe not learning how to fight necessarily, but like it's still important to know how to stand up for yourself and like defend yourself if other people try to be mean to you. And like I think maybe if you're able to do that, then people might see you in a different light also. And then maybe it would be easier to make friends.
I mean, the thing is, usually the physical fighting part doesn't come in until I come in.
Yeah.
It's just words.
Oh, so
You start the fights.
Yeah, I also end them.
That checks out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if you were... I don't really, know how to make friends. I just sort of start talking to people, and I don't stop until they, just get used to me. So you can try that.
Checks out.
Yep, it does.
Ah,
How do you
okay.
make friends, Poppy? Roy fights. I talk a lot.
I don't. I mean, the only reason you guys are my friends is because we're all witches. I don't know if I have any other friends besides my sisters.
Yeah, I kind of also don't really have like a lot of friends. And I kind of only am watching out for you guys initially because Nana Moon asked me to. I don't know.
So are you guys not even friends with each other?
I
We're
mean,
friends.
yeah,
I
we're
thought
friends.
we were.
We are now anyway. Like, I don't know that I necessarily thought of you guys that way when I first started helping with not jobs and stuff, but like, you're definitely my friends now, and I care about you a lot. But I don't know. I don't know how you make friends besides maybe just accidentally bumping into people in ways fate intends and then things stick or they don't. That's not very helpful though.
Actually, it kind of is, because none of you really know how you made your friends. And doesn't really sound like any of you did it on purpose. Maybe it's not as hard as it seems like in my head. Okay, Roy. My chores and I owe you, okay?
Okay.
When I'm gonna talk to someone at school, and I want you to come, like, I guess I want you to help me make it. You hang out with the kids from detention.
Yeah.
I want you to introduce me to them. I was thinking that like I could go to detention with, like, you could get me into detention, but like I don't want to ruin my perfect record. So
Yeah.
I
have a different idea.
What's your idea?
We introduce you to friends. Emma, do you know people who don't go to detention? Do you know people who read books?
I mean, I can find people.
You can find people?
Yeah, I mean, I can just, if there's someone we can just go back to the library, and like just find people who are reading.
That are our age?
I kind of know them all already. No, it's like that one movie, that like the weird old movie, the Brunch Squad, that Mama had us watch, where like they all had to hang out in detention, and they didn't like each other at first, but then they were friends later. So I'm gonna try to volunteer to help the detention kids one day, and I don't want you to beat anybody up if they pick on me.
What are you gonna do if they pick on you?
Well, if I am there because I choose to be there, then that, I guess, gives me some power in the situation.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll see it that way.
I mean, if you want to talk to the kids in detention, I'm not going to stop you. I
Okay.
just don't know if it's the best idea. But
Well, you'll be there too. You know, if worst
don't-
comes to worst, you can still fight if need be. But, you know, it won't come to that, of course. Because you have a plan now.
I don't think it's the best idea, but I think it's hard, and I think sometimes just doing a hard thing is good to learn from.
yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna go get my history books back from June. Thank-
that's good.
thank
Yeah, I
you.
locked them in the shed
Okay.
because
Yeah,
that's where I
and
put the trebuchet.
Nana Moon said it's probably gonna like rain today or something, so you should probably get them.
Nana Moon said that? Oh, that's the old witch lady that you go see, isn't it?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said that there's supposed to be some storms or something coming.
Really?
Maybe they're not literal storms, but emotional storms.
Well,
Or it could be like a magic storm where it's like purple.
That would be neat.
That would be very cool. Do you know? So does this mean I'm done? If my chore is an IOU, then I can go. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you later.
All right. See you, Roy.
I'm gonna give her a hug as we leave.
Okay. She does a thing where like she's awkward about it first, and then she like puts her head and then wraps around and gives you a good height back.
All right, we gotta go find Rosemary. She's probably, I don't know, out in a field somewhere, growing some plants.
you and your sisters all have very vast interests.
Yeah. Well, our moms exposed us to lots of different stuff when we were growing up, when we were little. So, we all like different things.
You are familiar with the community garden that Rosemary frequents.
Rosemary!
Oh, hey, Roy. Oh, this is the chore thing, isn't it? I pass.
Huh?
I pass. Last time, you remember when you made the plants all try to, I don't know what you were trying to do, but you turned them all into monsters and they started chewing on people's legs. I can't have that happen again.
Okay, well, no one got, like, actually hurt, so...
That sounds
Right,
sad.
but you remember when you made the tomatoes ripen really quickly, but then they exploded in a wave of tomato sauce everywhere?
I mean, the tomato sauce was still pretty tasty.
Right, but yeah, if you eat it off the... Roy, I know Mom's made us do this, but I don't know, make something up.
Okay, well, if I don't do it, it's gonna bother me. So, just tell me to do something.
What if her chore is for her to
You alone?
Yeah, or help the next sister even harder.
I don't even need to use magic. I can just carry some what is it called? Mulch? I can carry that. I can put seeds in the ground. I don't even have to use magic. I just need to do something. Okay?
Last spring, carry mulch meant you tried to lift as many bags of mulch over your head as you could. You hurt your back and dropped them all on the ground.
How many
Yeah.
did you lift?
4.
That's a
Oh,
lot.
that's too many.
That's a
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Right. I appreciate it, but like you're still right. No, okay. You make work even harder for the next sister. Who all have you helped so far? Have you helped Joy yet? Sure,
No.
she doesn't need any help at all.
That's gonna be hard.
Well, Amelia's gonna make it easy on you.
She always does. She's a big softie.
All right. Well, if you're gonna get into trouble anyway, I'm gonna ask you to get into trouble.
What do you mean?
So you know how Joy's been. Well, she moved. She's on her own now.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a guy. I want you to. I don't know. See if she's. She's gonna come to family dinners. I don't know. Spy on her. That's what I'm asking. Spy on Joy. I think she's leaving the family. I don't know. I think this guy's taking her from the family, and you're if you get caught, then you're in trouble, and it's not on me. But she doesn't tell me anything anymore.
Do you think she's gonna tell me something?
That's why we're spying.
But it's sneaking. But okay.
And I'll just say that you helped me here.
Oh, what Dartmouth would call this, I believe, a moral quandary.
I just want to say, Roy, that helps me. I love this task. This is the most excited I've been to help you all day.
Okay, well, we'll go to Amelia. We'll, I don't know, eat cupcakes or something. And then we'll go spy on Joy before I ask her what I'm supposed to do or something. Will that make you happy?
What'll make me happy is to get this harvest to grow, but it hasn't been raining enough. I have to come out here every day to water.
I mean, you can just make rain.
The ecological ramifications of just changing the climate to your whim is just. Yeah, no, I could just make it rain.
See, it's not that hard.
Sometimes I wish I could just look at problems as straightforward as you do, Roy.
Well, some people tell me that I'm stupid, so that's not always a good thing.
So, what did you even do this time?
That's not important.
All right.
Okay.
It's probably not much different than last time.
Don't tell him what it was last time. We're going. Let's go.
You're having to pull
Well, you
Emma
know you're
out.
gonna have
She
to learn
wants to
these
know
lessons
so
too.
bad.
Do you go to Amelia?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the bakery.
Okay, go to the bakery. Cupcakes is what I wrote down. Yeah, so you get to the bakery, and there is what looks to be a low-hanging fog inside the building, and then you realize that it is just the ambient cloud of flour as a hectic storm of baking is occurring inside. And Amelia is, oh, I was going to ask I forgot that for each sister I was going to ask you to describe them.
Oh, I didn't do that at all.
It's okay. I totally spaced it.
I can start now.
Okay, what does Amelia look like?
Amelia looks like Lottie from Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay.
She's
And
got
she is 19.
what?
And she is 19, right?
Yeah, she's 19. She's got blonde hair that's pulled up and away from her face. Like really nice, like glittering blue eyes. A pretty smile. I think a little like turned up button nose. She's like very like definitely like cute looking, like a little bit elfish even in her features.
Okay. And she is cooking like a maniac. Yeah, and yeah, she's wearing like the apron, and it is just caked in batter, and her hands, like her arms, are all messy. She's got like a well-used towel slung over her shoulder, and you come in, and she is, Roy! Oh, you're here just in time. I've got this massive order of cupcakes that I need to get done by tomorrow. Okay, so it's this big party, and I need all the help that Oh, you brought friends. Wonderful. Yeah. Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to bake?
Nope.
Well, you know I'm really good at cooking, so I can make up for them.
Okay. Well, you can still help, I guess, unless you're just watching Roy do her thing.
Yeah, we'll help. I don't know much about like making a cupcake, but maybe I could decorate them or something.
Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, the decorations.
Do you need a taste tester?
Actually, yes. So they're doing this party game, you see, and they want a couple of mystery flavors. So I want you to go through that cabinet over there and find a couple of different tastes and mix them together. Unexpected things. Get weird with it. I'm not even going to give you examples or suggestions, because if I do, it's going to cloud your judgment. Now we got to get at this.
Okay. I'll be your Sue Baker, your pastry chef. How does that sound?
Sounds good, Roy. Okay, so baking ensues as she gets these things together.
Do I need to roll cooking to help her out?
You have a cooking skill, right?
I have 5 in cooking.
Yeah.
Please do.
So.
I forgot that you're actually super good at this.
Yes, I'm super good at cooking.
I would just like to point out that the mystery flavors that Emma picks out are something spicy and peanut butter. And then cheese, like goat cheese and jelly.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't let her go on her own.
So I rolled 3 successes.
Good.
Dang.
So you and Amelia work together so gracefully and so perfectly in sync that you're, passing things off between each other without having to say anything. Your communication is just instantaneous. And you find in this flow that is actually kind of calming. And you give it a chance to chat if you care to.
I'm gonna do some snooping on behalf of Rosemary. So, I heard from Rosemary that Joy is dating someone.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you know him?
Not really, but Joy is always sort of a little bit independent. I think that's, if she's happy, then I'm happy for her. And if her path takes her farther away from the family, then I support her because I know she still loves us. She's just going to love us in a different way and has to hold it in her heart for a little bit longer between times she gets to show us. I know you used to be in this kitchen all the time, but once you started running around doing your witch stuff, you didn't start coming around helping me anymore. And I knew that you didn't love me any less. Sorry, I've already heard some of Rosemary's complaints. So, and when Rosie gets on about dating and all of that, she's a bit of a handful. I think she just needs to get herself a girlfriend already and be content in her own life.
I mean, yeah. Do you know, can I tell you something? This is a secret and you can't tell anyone. Her chore for me was she wanted me to spy on Joy.
That's not allowed and she knows it.
Wait, it's not?
That's
What?
obviously, well, you know that neither of our moms would ever let that fly as a chore. If you asked if you could assign me a chore to spy on one of our other sisters, do you think they would be say, okay, that's fine?
Oh, well, now I'm in a conundrum, I believe.
Well, it's fine because I think you're off the hook and, well, I'm not going to tattle. Well, if somebody were to tattle, then Rosie would just get in trouble and then she would owe all us chores. Why didn't she just give you something normal? Just sprout some flowers or something.
Well, she told me not to sprout flowers. She was very adamant about that.
Oh, because of that one time you made all the flowers sprout out of the walls? That was beautiful. I loved it.
Oh, no, she was talking about the different time when I made them bite people.
Well, that was a whole lot of fun and nobody got hurt.
Yeah, nobody got hurt.
So she takes the moment to, once the cupcakes are coming out of the oven and she's lining up in front of Poppy and gives Poppy all sorts of tools and like the frostings and the various colors and that sort of thing. Have you done this sort of thing before?
Well, I haven't. I mean, I've decorated some cupcakes before. Mostly I do like needlepoint. So I know how to do like neat little designs.
Needlepoint designs. Well, maybe I have. Yeah, that sounds a lot of fun. Like a cross stitch pattern. Yeah, go wild.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's like, let me know if you need anything else.
Okay.
And what flavors have you picked out? Ama?
Well, you said mysteries, right? So they're mysteries.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I think they'll be a hit, though.
So back with Roy, she's pulling another like bag of flour down and mixing it in this giant cauldron-sized bowl. So what were you gonna do? Are you gonna spy on Joy?
Well, I don't think I'm going to do it now. Right? That'd be That wouldn't be right.
I could do it for you.
You just
Well,
want to spy on people.
I
Emma.
know, you know I love to do it, and you're sort of keeping me from it.
Well, there's no harm in finding out more about your sister.
I mean,
I just don't think it was right for Rosie to ask that of you.
here's the thing. I think I'll talk to her instead of spying on her. And then any information that I get, I will tell Rosemary I got from spying. Is that
Oh, hey, that's a good idea. Talking through your problems. And she rustles your hair and just gets flour everywhere.
as if she wasn't already covered in flour?
Yeah, no, like it probably turns into a little cloud around your head.
Yeah. Makes sense. That's a good plan. That's a good plan.
Okay, and I
Yeah.
know you have fun baking with me.
Mm-hmm.
You can come by and do it even when you're not in trouble, because I'm pretty sure after this time, I can't imagine you getting in trouble again.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Well, of course, but hopefully you'll find new ways to get in trouble. It's no fun if you're getting in trouble the same way each time. You're more creative than that.
Sorry, Rachel was just thinking about arson.
Oh no!
And I was like, let's not have a 13-year-old commit a felony.
At least wait till you're 14 or 15.
At least. Yeah. Roy like shakes her head. I mean,
Okay, so we have like 3 more of these batches of cupcakes to go. So let's get to it.
mhm.
And so we sort of fast forward through the cooking and the decorating. And Ryan, do you have something that you want to roll for?
Oh, I guess I think because there is such a huge quantity of these, Poppy's gonna do like the first couple of designs by hand and then sort of see about automating a little bit of the process with magic, a little bit like Sorcerer's Apprentice style, where like it like frosts itself and like does a little bit of the decoration itself, like the squeezers do it, and then she does like the final touches on it.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Cupcakes are pretty magical, so I'm gonna say their belief in magic is 8. Difficulty is, I love this game. The difficulty is, it's a little bit trickier, so let's say 7.
And I've got 3 for my thing today, so
Okay. 18.
18. Okay.
So you roll your 2 dice and multiply them together.
I got a 5 and a 2, so 10 is less.
Yes, it is. So you're good. You set up your little automated station of little, decorating Sorcerer's Apprentice style decorations. And you, Katie, once you've selected the flavors, there's a little bit more preparation. Why are you doing this, bud?
Look at that tail.
He's got to wiggle around. Yep. Big wiggly boy. She has you continue to taste test each batch. And like she makes it a very serious task. Like, okay, 2 spoons. Let me know which one is better. Now, one's going to be much sweeter, but I want you to tell me which one is better.
Emma takes it so seriously, but by the time they're done, she is miserable and has the worst tummy ache. But she takes it
Probably.
very seriously.
And by the time you get done baking, it's getting late. It's kind of the sun is beginning to set, and it's just that warm glow of twilight outside. And Amelia's just left with boxing up all of the cupcakes from here. And she waves goodbye and picks you up in a big hug and kisses your face. And
It's like where she kisses is the only place where there isn't flour. Now, I don't know where Joy is. So this might be a problem.
So Rosemary said she was moving out. Does she still live at your house or does she live at her own house?
She doesn't live with us anymore. I mean, it's a very full house. So it makes sense that she doesn't. But I mean, she could be at her place. But she also does lots of witch work. So I don't know where she is.
Well, why don't we just like go by her place? It's about dinner time. If she's home, she's probably getting ready for that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just sleepy. I'm tired.
Yeah, done a lot of hard work today.
I shouldn't have ran around so much when we were playing with Torrance, because now I'm tired and my arms hurt.
Well, to be fair, it was your chore.
Yeah, you're right.
This is the last one, though, right?
Yeah, this is the last one. Yep.
We can get this done, and then you can go home and tell your moms that you did all of your chores, and then you'll be free.
And I'll have my broom back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
fun.
then we can go press these buttons for Nana Moon tomorrow, though.
Tomorrow we'll press the buttons. All right. We're gonna go by Joy's place. See if she's there.
Okay. Dangerously close to the escape button. Right? Okay, he's unplugging my microphone.
Bad
I love
boy.
Okay. So you go to Joy's place. And there does seem to be a light on. And it's a small little she lives on, it's like, I guess that'd be like a flat or whatever, but it's she lives in a very, very, very tall, narrow home where each floor is kind of its own apartment space, and there is a winding staircase that twists up the side, and you think that the house near the top looks just a little bit crooked, just as it goes up, and it's got a pointed gabled roof and a little twisted chimney with a rise of smoke, and it looks like it's very much a college house for witches, where each floor there's probably like a few different witch roommate situations going on. Man, it looks like Alma's, or nope, his floor, the lights are on.
Cool. And the stairs are on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's on the third floor.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go to the third floor and knock on the door.
Okay, and she answers. What does Joy look like?
Joy, I think Joy and Amelia look very similar, except Joy's hair is darker and it's cut like in a long, like bob, kind of like reverse bob, where it's like shoop, a very kind of practical haircut. And her eyes are like green, and she's like not like clean and like well dressed. Like she's not messy, and wearing like practical like working clothes kind of thing, like not dressed up a lot.
Mhm.
Just just casual clothing. I think she's like a little bit of like perpetual like early 20s tiredness hanging on her face.
I don't think, since she is a witch, I don't think I picked her color scheme. What color do you think her and her cat then would be?
Her cat is a calico. And so she's wearing white and like orange and like black. But it's all very like coordinated, so it looks nice. So she's wearing like a white blouse and like black pants and these like cool red boots and like a red sweater kind of thing.
Okay. Fashionable, but
Yes.
practical.
Mhm.
So she gives you a hug and invites you in. Come on in, Roy. And
Oh, this is Emma and this is Poppy. They're helping me out with chores today.
oh shoot, I totally spaced that Poppy, you probably would have known Rosemary, because she is also a 16-year-old witch.
That's okay.
Shoot, I'm sorry. 7 sisters in one session.
Yes, a lot of sisters.
So she invites you in, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I think I've seen you both at the meetings. Well, come on in, come on in. I was just making some tea. Would you like some?"
That would be nice. Thank you.
Yeah, obviously I've been working all day, so yes, I'd like some tea. Tea.
Okay. Working all day then. So I'm the last.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, what did June have you do?
She flew on a bird.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was because last time I saw June, she was really invested in swimming with fishes.
She was fighting fishes today, wasn't she? Or was
Yeah,
she?
she was fighting the big fish that
The
eat
fishes
frogs.
that eat the frogs.
Oh, that's right. I think Mom said something about her being upset by the trout that tried to. Anyway,
Circle of life. It's okay.
something like that.
Makes me sad too, but I'm 13, so.
Yeah, you're more mature.
Mhm.
So grown up.
Yeah.
And so you don't see her cat anywhere. Immediately, but it does sound like somebody else is here, and there's like another room. It's like it's a 1-bedroom. It's very much like kitchen, living room,
Mhm.
everything that's not the bedroom is all one room, and then there's the bedroom with attached bathroom.
You'd call it open concept, but to be kind about what it is.
I said kitchen, I meant kitchenette.
Yeah.
It's like a hotel room.
A little bit. It's like a very like high witch aesthetic hotel room.
But there's also not 6 other sisters running around, so trade off.
Yeah.
Is someone else here with you?
Just Soyun, my cat. You recognize Soyun as her cat.
Hey, I have a skill in listen. Can I use that to, I don't know, listen and see if maybe these noises aren't coming from the cat that's
Yeah.
right there in front of us.
It's her
No,
cat
you don't see the
boyfriend.
cat.
Oh, okay. Well,
Boyfriend
can I
cat.
can I see if these noises don't match up to a cat?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Nope. Nope. One more chance, guys. Yeah, 2 moons. Very appropriate. Yeah, so one success.
Okay. Yeah, and what you hear from the other room, sounds like the rhythmic breathing of a person sleeping.
Are you sure it's just you and your cat here?
Well, it's me and So Yoon here.
Insight
Okay.
check.
I feel like this is the kind of thing that would have been in Poppy's romance novel that she took from her mom's bookshelf, and she's just kind of like looking around like, oh my gosh.
Like, just, you know, you're not my sister, so I can't really say anything, but I'm gonna anyway. Doesn't really sound like a cat.
Oh, because he's not a cat right now.
Oh.
Been spending more and more time as a human. It's something that we talked about, and it's a form he prefers.
She's looking at Poppy.
It's a big drink of tea.
Yeah, she's like looking at Poppy, and her eyes are darting back to the room, and then looking at Roy.
I think Poppy has also turned bright red.
I don't think Roy's put it together. Roy's like, okay, so say you're here, you're spending time as a human. Where's her boyfriend? When's he getting back?
Does he know about the cat thing?
What are his thoughts on this cat human? Oh my god.
No, I think she says something to that respect, because she's a little bit oblivious.
Like, how does she phrase it?
I think she just asks if she has a boyfriend.
It's just like, do you have a boyfriend?
Let's get down to business.
Yeah. She's not very good at subtlety.
True fact about Roy. So
Yeah.
Joy laughs, and it is a genuine, like, yeah, laugh. And she's like, what was Rosemary's chore? I suppose she talked to you at least.
I did talk to her, and I'm going to tell you the truth, and you can't tell her that I told you, or else she'll get mad at me. And she told me to spy on you, but also Amelia also knows that she told me to spy on you, because I also told her, but you can't tell anyone else.
Oh.
I don't need to if Amelia knows.
Rude.
Well, I don't want to get in trouble with Rosemary, because she's already kind of mad at me for other things.
Was it for the time that you made the tree do a dance around the courtyard?
Okay, well that was no, but it was really good.
How many
It was.
things have you done, Roy?
I really that's not what we're talking about right now. So Rose, okay, here's the thing, is that Rosemary thinks that you're going to abandon us. She thinks you're gonna move away and you're not gonna spend any time with us anymore. I think she's just worried about you, you know? Because we're all sisters and we're supposed to stick together.
And I think it must be hard for her too, because she's getting to that age where she's going to have to start doing more things on her own too. No, I'm not moving away. I know I said that the last city that I visited was very beautiful. And so Yoon and I did spend a little bit of extra time there after the mission. But no, this is still home, and no matter what, you're still my family. And you don't need to worry about Rosemary finding out anything. I'll talk to her, but because she is my sister, and yeah, I think it's fine and normal. I think, Amelia kind of went through some similar things when she was going off on her own. That was hard. I mean, I don't have that same perspective because I'm the oldest, but I mean, watching you guys all grow up, it seems we all kind of go through stages, and it's hard.
Yeah.
I remember when I was 13 and getting into fights. It's hard.
What did you get into fights over?
Well, not too different from you, actually. I mean, I didn't have a twin sister, but I had a couple people that I was really close with, and when I get really close with a friend, I do anything to protect them. I'm throwing fists far less frequently anymore, but I'm an adult. They'd arrest me for that, and I'm a witch. I'm surprised. What does Nana Moon think about this all?
She doesn't know about everything that I fight. So don't tell her.
She doesn't? Nana Moon?
If she does, she has not brought it up.
All right. Well, I'm just going to say that she gets a heck of a lot harder on you the older you get.
Oh dear. Not looking forward to that.
But I think Nana Moon has a lot of respect for where everybody kind of is in each stage. So I try to emulate that, but Nana Moon's a heck of a lot older than I am. I'm
she's ancient. How is she still alive?
magic.
Magic? Magic can do that?
Mhm.
That's sweet. So what is my chore?
Well, with Soyun choosing to, ideally, once you can kind of learn the magic to get there, live as a human full time. I'm not gonna have. I'm gonna need to find a new magical companion, a new familiar. So I was thinking, in the meantime, you could help me find a familiar. I was thinking maybe a frog.
Are you sure you don't want my cat?
I think if you and your cat found each other, I'm sure there's a reason.
I'm really, really good at finding frogs, and Twilight is the best time to find frogs because they're all out croaking to find other frogs. And so, I'm gonna be right back. Do you have she runs out the door and then she comes back and she says, "Do you have a bucket I can borrow?"
She's holding the bucket up.
And I rush out.
Unless you guys feel otherwise, I think I'm gonna call it there.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. What a cute session. I love it. I love this game.
Yeah.
It's so
good.
good. Yeah, we can go around and if you have any plugs, any kind of that thing, feel free. Taylor, we'll start with you.
I am Taylor. I'm on Twitter at Taylor_CS. I also retweet my game design related tweets under at Whimsy Machine, which is the name I use to develop games. like Spell the RPG and other games. You can find me on this channel playing this game and on no others because Monster of the Week ended and we are all sad.
What about you, Mariah?
So you can follow me on Twitter at Rainy Day Mariah. And while you're over there, you should definitely click the link to go read my comic called Rainy Day Dreams. It's about good monsters and relationships and humans and love and also fighting with swords some of the time. My Twitter is a lot of art for that, but also a bunch of doodles for the Vampire the Requiem game I'm running. So there's that too.
I love those good vampire doodles. Rachel.
Hi everyone. I'm Rachel. You can find me on Twitter at r_omulus. I think the only stream. Oh, I've got a couple of streams on Saturday, alternating Saturdays on off_the table here on Twitch, playing Tales from the Loop. And then the other Saturday, I supposedly will be playing Cold Ruins of Last Life on twitch.tv/otherdoc. And then starting up later this month, I am going to be playing Urban Shadows. Nope.
Masks?
Masks on this channel.
I was like, I think it's masks, but I don't want to not.
Yes.
I want to say it's not right.
Masks. Nope, I can't say it. Yeah, that on this channel.
Kept you up too late.
On Tuesdays. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Katie. You know where to find me. If you're here, tomorrow. Nope, not tomorrow. Saturday, me and Rachel will be on Off Table playing Tales from Loop. It is our finale. Hopefully the weather will work out this time because last time did not work for me. And then my schedule has greatly reduced. Thank the Lord. But toward the end of the month, we'll have like Rachel said, Masks will come back for our second season. We're starting a Monster of the Week campaign on those Mondays, and there will be some very fun stuff happening in June. But you can find me elsewhere on Wednesdays on Capricorn Cross or on Other Doc's channel playing Tremulous or D&D. I think that's all. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great night, and I hope you enjoy our witchy goodness. And yeah, I think that's it. Everyone have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.